Before WhistlinDiesel would become an insanely popular YouTuber known for pushing his automobile content to the absolute limit.
Well guys, thanks for watching. Have a great night. And always remember to have respect.
Before WhistlinDiesel would have over 1 million followers on Instagram and over 2 million subscribers on YouTube at the time of this recording. Before WhistlinDiesel would survive a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Now he's probably lucky that bullet it ricocheted from steel plates 4 feet away before it hit him square in the head. Now thankfully the steel plates, they took most of the momentum out of the bullet. Nevertheless, WhistlinDiesel, well, he almost passed out after the projectile hit him. On the upside of this though, the story, it became a viral news one known the world over, and it only amped up this kid's viral momentum, which is much deserved. Now he writes on his YouTube page that he doesn't clickbait his content, and he delivers exactly what he puts in the title. And well, needless to say, he's got some very crazy content and titles. But where did WhistlinDiesel come from, and how did he even afford all these wonderful toys that he has little problem in destroying? Well, today we're going to do our best to answer some of these questions as we dive into this man's past and detail his come-up story. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden. Now things are looking a little different here. One, I'm back on the channel. It's been a minute since I've been here, and also we're building this new set. Now it's still under construction, but some big things are coming your way. The recent drops on this channel, they included Before They Were Famous on Ryan Upchurch and Tom McDonald. And since this show, it works off requests from you guys, well, don't forget to let us know who to feature next in the comments down below. How about WhistlinDiesel's enemy, Stradman? We can get her done. Let us know who's next, and I'll see you after the intro. WhistlinDiesel was born Cody Detwiler on July 18th, 1998 in rural parts of Indiana. Now for the most part, Cody, he has kept his private life to himself. That being said, a few different rumors have persisted about his background, which I'll share with you here. We found an old article on North American Whitetail.com which details Cody hunting and killing a giant buck when he was only 16 years old. And the thing, it's like a moose. Now the number one question most people seem to have when it comes to Cody's content is how he can afford all these cars that, well, before long, he ends up destroying. Well, he's made a few posts on Instagram alluding to the fact that he doesn't get paid much from ad revenue at all, which is absolutely crazy because this kid, well, he's spending bank on each of his construction or his demolition videos. Now it turns out that Cody's family, they've been in the farming and construction business for a while now, so before he could afford to buy his own destruction derby materials, well, he'd use the resources that were available to him thanks to his family's business. Now, of course, this rural background had also heavily influenced what it is he does today. I mean, let's be honest, if he had grown up in the middle of New York City, hell, if he had grown up in the middle of Indianapolis, well, I highly doubt that he'd have the same interests, and he certainly wouldn't have had the wealth of experience in operating vehicles of all sorts. Now, this expertise, it comes from growing up on a farm surrounded by heavy machinery.
Got this John Deere D-style tractor. 6,600 horsepower.
But as much as Cody took part in the family business, well, he had ideas of his own for what he wanted to do with his life, and he began to put those plans into action around January of 2015. That's when he created his very own YouTube channel. Now only a few days later, well, he'd upload a video commemorating his very first bow season. Those were simpler times for WhistlinDiesel, simpler times. Now after that, he'd step back from the platform for almost 3 years while likely finishing his high school, considering around this time, well, he was still a teenager. Now our research suggests that he attended Holmdel High School, but we can't 100% confirm this. Plus, WhistlinDiesel, he's done a great job scrubbing the internet from his past. Or his past from the, well, you know what I mean. Cody would return to YouTube in a big way in December of 2017, but instead of posting more hunting content, well, Cody, he had pivoted toward a different type of demographic. We're talking automobile enthusiasts. Simply put, well, he wanted to get a little mud on them tires.
So just a quick overview of what all I got done to it. Performance-wise, I got a Warley Custom Fab Stage 2 intake, custom powder-coated candy copper.
From that point on, well, Cody's content, it began highlighting some truly absurd truck and vehicular customizations, and the stuff, it just kept getting crazier and crazier. Now when he uploaded a video that showed off his handmade 100-inch wide tires strapped to his Duramax truck, well, Cody, he achieved the ultimate YouTube goal when his video, it went viral. wasn't just these whack customization jobs that drew people into Cody's channel, it was his personality as well. Now he's got a natural sense of humor and he knows exactly what his audience wants to see. The thing is, gradually over time, well, what they wanted to see transformed from being outlandish customizations into all-out destruction. Due in large part to the very literal explosive nature of his content, while at the very top of Cody's YouTube page, well, he promises his viewers that he will never fake them out with clickbait, and unlike most YouTubers, well, Cody, he sticks to his guns. That is, like, for the most part. Another huge factor in WhistlinDiesel's success is his wife, known as Miss WhistlinDiesel, because, I mean, of course, that's her name. Now, she created her own Instagram profile in May of 2019 that piggybacks off her husband's brand and also began appearing in his content. All in all, a pretty remarkable story, am I right? But you know how the old saying goes, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. And well, this almost proved to be tragically true in Cody's case. Now, a few months ago in January of 2021, well, Cody, he took to his Instagram profile to reveal to his fans that he'd survived being shot in the head. And the craziest part of this entire tale, well, Cody, he did it to himself. Yeah, sorry, it's not a laughing matter. He wrote in the descriptions of the post, "You look at life a little differently when you pull the trigger of your .50 cal and your head shakes and blood starts dripping down past your eyes. I put my hand up, just felt metal sticking out and about passed out." Yeah, you only hear that story once in a lifetime, like for real. That's some crazy you know what. Now, after posting this update of his condition and the image of Cody, it began spreading like wildfire all over the internet. Now, in follow-up posts, he would clarify what actually happened. As it turns out, he had been shooting his .5 caliber rifle at steel plates that were located only 4 feet away from where he was positioned. One of the rounds, it ricocheted off the steel and it wound up embedded in Cody's skull. And while Cody has said that this incident has changed the way he looks at life, well, he's also more than happy to get back out there as soon as humanly possible. Let's just hope at the very least, well, he'll stay more than 4 feet back from whatever he's shooting at now in the near future. Or like forever future. We don't want this kid dying. That's definitely, Be careful, kid, for real. As for the rest of the story on WhistlinDiesel, well, I guess we'll have to save that for another time because this is before they're famous. What'd you guys think of the look into this kid's come up? Are you surprised that he keeps himself such an enigma? I mean, it was really hard to find information on his come up. What is he hiding? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, be sure to let us know who to feature next. You can find us here on YouTube, of course on Instagram and Facebook at Before They're Famous. Please let us know who you want us to feature next, and I'll see you guys in another video.